Hello everyone, Silent here. Welcome back to another episode of Science Survival. It is episode 57, and today is a little bit of a special episode because today is actually the 1 year anniversary of this series. I've been playing on this world, making videos, and streaming on this world for a full year, and that is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. We've come very, very far on that time, so we're going to do a couple minutes of talking about the history of this series and the future and things like that, so buckle up. The first thing I gotta say is thank you. Seriously, thank you to every single person who's watched or comments every episode or supports me on Patreon or Twitch subs or anything like that. Seriously, just from the bottom of my heart, this series has been the time of my life. I've had so much fun on this series, doing so many adventures, and yeah, I want to take back a second of it. I've had, honestly, a great time. I love recording these episodes. Following that up, maybe leave a like if you are excited for 1 year, because that's honestly something that probably deserves a like. Anyway, sorry for not being the most consistent uploader of this series. A couple months of the year that this series has been going, I have not been able to record episodes because the Xbox broke and then internet problems and moving and blah 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 blah. Yeah, so technically the series has been going for about 9 or 10 months, but whatever. We're calling it the year anniversary anyway because it technically is. The first episode of the series was uploaded on February 25th, 2017 to YouTube. And it so far is the worst episode and also the most viewed episode. And yeah, probably don't watch it. It's not the greatest. Yeah, recording using Twitch, talking to chat, and just by those standards, we've come quite far, actually, because now I have, a capture card to record the console and a proper mic and a proper editing software and things like that. So just in technology, we've come quite far. And hopefully, my content creation skills have come quite far as well, because I am pretty picky about what I do actually upload. Even right now, this is like my 4th or 5th time recording this, because every time I talk for about 6 minutes. I don't want to talk that long, it's bad. But yeah, please let me know what you think about the series. Even if this is your first episode watching, let me know what you think of the series. Let me know what you think we need to do, or what projects we should do, or possible improvements. Honestly, constructive criticism is an amazing thing, and it's actually extremely useful. And just, I love reading comments as well. So if you got thoughts, please leave it down below. So there are quite a few plans to come for the next couple months. So of course we're going to finish up the Science. That's actually why we're getting all this light blue concrete right now, because I have a feeling we're going to use quite a bit of this. I don't really know, but I think we're going to be using a lot. Also a lot of glass and things like that. So the Science, a charge creeper farm, and a passive mob farm, like an animal farm, those are all projects on the to-do list. And then also, we're going to do a whole lot of terraforming around the base, because the Mega Taiga never was the best thing ever to begin with, and then the Endermen over the course of the last year have destroyed the Mega Taiga quite a bit. So we're going to repair all that up and, fix it up with some nice terraforming. Beyond that, I honestly don't have too many more projects planned. Of course, we'll find more things to build and do, because this is Minecraft. There are so many things to do in this game. But yeah, we probably got another 6 or 7 months on the series, and yeah, that's pretty awesome actually. So you guys are aware that I am looking for a Java survival multiplayer server to join. Kind of like Hermitcraft, where everyone's a content creator doing cool things, doing the content creation business and all that stuff. That would be pretty awesome, because Java Edition is by far, by fact, the superior version of Minecraft. You can't really argue with it because it's true. So that would be pretty awesome. I'd love to get into Java Edition more, and that doesn't really mean the death of this series, and that just means we have another series going or things like that. And yeah, I think now we just need to smelt down a whole bunch of sand into glass. But that's pretty much everything I want to say. Thanks for listening to the rambles. If you made it this far into the episode, about 5 minutes, which isn't too bad for how much we've said. Alright, so I've done quite a bit of resource gathering from the local storage system, and we have a lot of glass, a lot of dye, and a lot of quartz, along with probably too much concrete. Now, the next little project is actually going to be attempting to fix the storage system because apparently these things are breaking in the current update. As you can see, there is no filtering items in there. It's actually like that on 3 of these. There's one that's broken right here, and then there's one that's broken on the end as well. And this isn't like fault of the design or anything like this. This is a very, very reliable design that's literally been used for years. I think probably 3 or 4 years this design's been out. Very popular. And yeah, basically what's happening is that all of the items from the filter are getting deleted. You can see that our filtering pufferfish are apparently being deleted. Hold on. Those are the pufferfish up there. Are the other pufferfish up there? Huh. Now that's even weirder. That is even more strange. So the items are going to the top chest instead of the bottom one? That's even more broken. I don't understand why that is. And you can see that it literally drained out all of the arrows and all of the poppies as well. That's even more weird. It would make more sense if the items were just getting deleted, but now they're being drained into the top chest. I've already fixed these twice. I guess I'm going to fix them again, and if they break again, then I'll kind of know what's more going on. I actually have no clue. But there's going to be a bug report in the description down below. Please do vote on the bug report to help get attention, because this is a very, very popular sorter, and a lot of people might be experiencing this bug. So apparently this little bug isn't just affecting that storage system over there. I just checked all of these sorters over on this side, and they're all perfectly fine. But as soon as we get over to here, you can see that we have a little bit of a problem. So apparently, yeah, this system on this side is completely ravaged by this bug. I've basically just been checking the top chest, and pretty much every single one of the sorters on this side is broken. As you can see, we got like grass is broken, gravel, andesite, stone, and dirt, sandstone. Pretty much, yeah, everything on this side is broken. Every single filter, like more or less. We can go up to the top here. I think there's a way up in the form of ender pearls. Thank you for being a thing in this game, ender pearls. So what we can do is actually just flick these, and that will reveal which ones are empty. And some of these, oh. So yeah, in case you didn't believe me on these things being broken, literally all of these are off. They don't even need updating. How convenient. Yeah, okay, well, that's gonna be my night fixing this storage system. Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna fix all this crap, get it all sorted out. Did these filters break? No, okay, good. The granite and the diorite filters didn't break, thank God. If those broke, the entire system would be compromised. Phew. So yeah, I'm gonna fix all this stuff, get everything sorted, and I will probably see you guys in the morning, because this is gonna take a surprising amount of time. So before I do head off to bed, I do want to show you guys just how severely broken this was. So back here where we have our mass item input, you can see that we have, 3, 4, 5, and then all the hoppers full of items. So that's like 6 double chests of items, and I just picked all of those out of the sorting system. So that means that I went through every single one of these chests here, all the hoppers behind it, all the filters 3 times, just to make sure that it's all fixed. No idea how it broke, but I'm hoping that we can figure out the cause of the bug to help make fixing it a little bit easier. But yeah, I did already test the system. I sent through an item through that elevator. It went up and over and around and through all the loops and flaming things that it's got to go through to get to the output chest over here, or the overflow chest rather. So yeah, it is currently fully functioning, which is good. So I'm basically just gonna AFK here overnight, waiting for all these items to flow through. I don't think it's a chunk loading issue that's causing this, but that is one variable that we can knock out. One thing that is peculiar about this bug is that it's only happening on the south side of filters. And yeah, you can see that in the map there. The icon is on or facing the south side or the bottom of the map. Anyway, kind of peculiar. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm gonna try and record the bug on camera. Hopefully this does break. That might help determine how it's breaking anyway. And that took way too long. This has been a great start to the yearly special episode. I will catch you guys in the morning. And we are back. Real quick, I'm kind of curious as to how much cactus we have, and 2 double chests isn't too bad. Okay, so that's not a terrible amount. We're gonna see how much cactus we get right now, because we're gonna turn on the farm. But anyway, all of the shenanigans with the storage system are over. Hopefully, I fixed it, sent through some items, sent through all those backed up items, and it's working fine. I already double checked it this morning, and it's still functioning. And there goes the cactus farm. Awesome, that thing has not been turned on. I want to have that turned on, get some more cactus. Hopefully, this system does not break again. If it does, then it's guaranteed a bug. Like a recurring bug. As of now, it could just be a one-off or some crazy shenanigans, but yeah, if this breaks again, we're gonna have to actually deactivate all of these sorters on the south side, which is actually kind of a lot of things. I kind of need these, so hopefully they don't break again, because that would be a real pain. This thing is a real main staple of the base. Anyway, I'm gonna see how much cactus we got from that. It looks like only 34, because they're not flowing in anymore, and that's not a trap chest, so that's actually extremely lossy, because that's a 64 plant farm. So we definitely need to change that up. Apparently the fence gates are not excellent. We'll probably switch those out for like cobblestone walls or glass panes, but anyway, we're finally going to head over to the Cyan Sea now. And here we are back at the Cyan Sea storage system. Been a long time since we've been here. So the first thing that I actually need to do is craft up a whole bunch of prismarine, like bricks, and probably some dark prismarine as well, and then also get a whole lot of sea lanterns going, and tear down what I made for the thumbnail for the last episode, because sometimes you gotta make something pretty for the thumbnail, because this right here, this picture on screen right now is not a good thumbnail. Oh, anyway, shenanigans aside, yeah, just gotta tear this stuff down, and I don't think there's anything in these ones even. So yeah, let me craft up a whole bunch of stuff, get the rest of the resource gathering done, and then we can start building. So the original plan for this episode was to get all of these walkways around the edges, you know, designed and built up, and then to also get the entire floor down here designed and built as well, and there's absolutely no way in hell that that would ever happen in one episode. I seriously set way too big of plans. Oh, it happens every single episode. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do these 1,000 things, and we do like one thing. That's just kind of how it goes. So I think for this episode, we're just gonna try and get all of these walkways designed and built up, and then maybe we can start a little bit on the lower area. And we have a pretty decent palette. We can obviously expand the palette as well. But so far we have prismarine bricks, prismarine, dark prismarine, a light blue concrete, and stained glass. And also we have sea lanterns and quartz slabs. So that's actually a pretty decent little lineup, and I think we can do quite a bit with that. So around the edges, we're probably going to go for a quartz border just to, you know, actually give it a little bit of an edge to the walkway. And I'm just going to be referring to it as a walkway, because that's kind of what it is. And we're just going to try and build up a little bit of something on camera right now. It's probably not going to be the finished product at all, but sea lanterns every other to provide a nice amount of light. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure about this already. Let's fill it in and just see what it feels like. Should we do... Yeah, let's try this out, I guess. This block is kind of a weird block. Just plain prismarine is kind of weird because it actually is animated and changes color if you watch it long enough. So sometimes it might look amazing and sometimes it might just look kind of strange. But if we fill that in, how does that look? I mean, it is plain and simple, and that is what we're trying to go for with this, is just a nice, plain, simple palette for everything, and, just build overall. But I think I'm definitely going to work on this and see if I can come up with something a little bit different, maybe sinking the lighting down into the floors. So quite a bit later now, I've done quite a bit of experimenting with designs. I got 4 designs, 3 that I'll actually be focusing on. And, the quartz actually makes this look rather nice from up here. It's a great contrast with the prismarine bricks. So let's fly down here real quick. This is the first one that we just did on camera. It's honestly not too terrible. It only looks terrible when this stuff is in its yellow phase, like it is right now. When it's all purpley, it's nice. This one I don't like whatsoever. Not even going to talk about that one. And then we have design number 2 over here, which is a little bit better because it has some depth, but still not really liking that one. And then this is design 3. Honestly, I think this is the best looking one. So design 1 and design 3. This is design this is design 2 on the diagonals, and it looks terrible. The 4 wide walkways makes it so that you basically can't line up anything, which is really bad for a symmetrical pattern. So yeah, that one's terrible. Not even gonna try that one. This is design number this is design number 1. And again, the sea lanterns aren't lined up at all. They're lined up facing this way, but if you're facing this way, everything looks completely just terrible. And then this is design number 3, the actual nice one, this one. And again, the 4 wides messes it up a lot, so the sea lanterns are all off to one side. We could honestly switch these around so that, or extend them so that there is a full line of sea lanterns if I could brick that. And that might look a little bit better. Or we could rip out all of these and just have a full band of sea lanterns, but I didn't think that that looked very nice. Because that's just like a little bit much. But I mean, maybe all the way around it might look kind of nice just as an extra shape to it. And as I'm saying that, it's kind of growing on me a little bit, but I don't know. I need to tinker around a little bit more and find out a proper good design for these diagonals because there's so much diagonal space. So we gotta make sure it looks good. Just getting an aerial view now, and the quartz is honestly awesome. I really like it. I've also kind of done a bit more work. I did another experiment as well. So over here, I expanded the thing to be 5 wide, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it really breaks the symmetry of everything because now this one in total is 7 wide and this one is 6 and blah, 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 symmetry and OCD and things like that. But yeah, that means that we can do this pattern, which honestly I'm not completely sold on. But it would be kind of nice just to have a nice diagonal line of sea lanterns. But a nice compromise for the 4 wides is to actually do a pattern kind of like this. Sea lanterns on the sides and then either prismarine or prismarine bricks in the center. I'm leaning more towards the bricks because, in these yellow phases, it looks absolutely terrible. It looks like someone peed on it. Some aquatic animal came up here and peed all over all these. Yeah, it's terrible. It's just bad. These ones are always nice and clean. This is kind of the overall feel. I am liking this. I already worked out the transition as well. And I do think we'll be using a little bit of normal prismarine just right here because, it does look kind of nice in small quantities. And it's not going to ruin the overall feel when it's all yellow, so that's kind of nice. Another beautiful sunrise, and I've actually completed maybe a quarter of this thing so far. I think it's actually looking pretty decent. Not just half decent, but pretty decent. So that's kind of a step up. But yeah, so far it's actually looking pretty nice. I do like this. Just need to gather actually a whole butt ton more sea lanterns. I think I crafted like 10 stacks to begin with, and I'm down to 2. So I'm probably just going to use like all of our prismarine crystals, I think it is. Yeah, prismarine crystals, craft up a whole bunch more of those, and a whole bunch more bricks and everything like that. Geez, this is going to be a very expensive project. Just been going around all the edges and getting in all the slabs, and this is actually the last of my slabs, and we're actually pretty close. Nice. So yeah, just gone all the way around the edges. Let's actually take a look at this from the sky, and we'll get the general feel of this. That's actually looking impressive. I'm liking that. All these diagonals is really making it stand out. I like all the little edges. You can see all the sides of the blocks. It's very fine. I'm not really sure how much of this I've actually gotten done as of right now. All I know is that I have the quartz in, and that makes this thing look about 1,000,000 times better just by having all the quartz in. So what I'm doing right now is just going down all the diagonals and getting in all the sea lanterns and bricks. And thank God we went for a simple pattern, because this is actually taking a surprising amount of time. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep calm and grind on, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so we're on to the last little section of this upper area, and so far this project has gone along super smoothly. As far as I'm aware, there isn't any mistakes, everything is spaced out perfectly, and everything is measured just right. And that's probably completely wrong. Watch, a couple episodes down the line, we're gonna find out that one of these things is like 1 block off, you know, just half a block off even. That would be pretty typical, actually, of this game. But yeah, this thing is actually complete now. I'm actually kind of happy that it's dark out, because we can see just what this thing looks like. Let's get some aerial viewage up in here, and oh yeah, there we go. That is looking nice. Here, let's fly up rather far, maybe all the way up. And, oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. This is gonna look super epic once we get the floor in there. I cannot wait for that. Awesome, I just need to figure out how to decorate those little corner areas. Haven't gotten to that yet. And then this entire upper thing will be 100% magnificent. So I just came up with the corner design for this thing, and I think I will build it on camera for you guys, because we haven't done like anything on camera this entire episodes. So yeah, we basically just tie together these two lines of sea lanterns with another line of sea lanterns going across the center, and then a prismarine in all these corners, and then just fill that in with bricks. And that's a nice little corner. It's got a little bit of an arrow shape to it. It keeps like the theme of these two things, although we do have to switch out that, I think. And yeah, it just ties it together real nice. I actually do like that. So I'm gonna build that up on the other corners, and then we can take one final look at this thing at daytime. And here she is at daytime, and this thing is looking absolutely gorgeous with all the quartz and sea lanterns in there. I think the corners like that really tied together as well. Very fine. Super happy with the progress for today. I'm kind of disappointed we couldn't do more though, because the stupid storage system getting in the way. But right now I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the lower area, see if we can get that at least prepped for the next episode. And I will be back in just a little bit, guys. Another awesome sunrise over the Cyan Sea, and this thing is looking very interesting at the least. I got a little bit of, you know, scaffolding put in for the floor, because you know, we're gonna be building the floor at this height, and we kind of need something to build it on. Something that's actually pretty, like, actually cool, not just like, oh, that's cool, is we made an indent on the map now, so you can see that there are the corners. I'm kind of sad that the other points aren't there, but those will maybe show up over time. So we made an indent. There's like actually things there. There's proof that we exist from above. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna do it for this episode. We've gone on a little bit long. The storage system really, you know, that kind of, yeah, pretty much was planning on getting more done, but we do have good progress. This is a good step towards getting the Cyan Sea way more complete, and we're just gonna take this one step at a time. I think next time we're definitely gonna work on the floor, and then who knows where we will go from there. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this episode. Thank you for 1 year on this world. That is honestly amazing. Truly awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys down in the comment section and in the next video. Thank you again for watching. And then there was silence.